Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right. So, hi, this is Jenny from A Journey with Jenny, and in today's video, a little bit of sunshine. I'm going to talk about The Four Agreements, a practical guide to personal freedom by Don Miguel Ruiz. So, The Four Agreements is a self help book. It's one of my favorites. It's by the best selling author Don Miguel Ruiz with Janet Mills. And it reveals, why do I say that word so weird? The source of self limiting beliefs that rob us of joy and create needless suffering. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of suffering. No more, nada más. So it's based on the ancient Toltec wisdom. The Four Agreements offers a powerful code of conduct that can rapidly transform our lives to a new experience of freedom, true happiness, and love. So the Four Agreements are: one, be impeccable with your word; two, don't take things personally; three, don't make assumptions; and four, always do your best. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the third agreement: don't make assumptions. So if you haven't, feel free to click for the first and second videos for the first and second agreements. You'll want to watch those first and then come back to the third agreement. But honestly, it doesn't really matter what order you kind of watch these in. So the third agreement is don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. So I don't know about y'all, but this is a saying I'd heard a lot. To make assumptions is to make an ass of you and me. Assume. Ass of you and me. So basically, the third agreement, it describes the issues of making assumptions. And so when you're making assumption, you're just you're thinking that something is a certain way, but you're not really sure. You're just kind of like, again, assuming that this is what's real, what the situation is. And sometimes you could be totally off, completely off. And so when you are making an assumption, but somebody is actually thinking or meaning something else, then all of a sudden it leads to suffering, needless suffering, because like there's a disconnect and you don't even know it. And so this is why individuals should not be making assumptions, because it's not actually like equal sign. It's like equal sign not. So not equal sign. I forget what that's supposed to be. So anyways, so when one assumes that they know what others are thinking, it creates stress and interpersonal conflict, because like if I'm assuming something and that my assumption is the representation of the truth, but actually it's something else, then all of a sudden like I'm feeling all this anguish and like upset and stuff about something, and it's not even what's happening. It's like totally not based on reality. So um Ruiz in the book basically offers the solution that the way to overcome making an assumption is to ask questions. So rather than assuming something, you can ask, "Hey, can I drink this tea? Can I use your milk? Can I do this? Can I do that? Hey, when you said this, did you mean this or did you mean that? Or hey, when you said this and that," like just ask as many questions, because unless you ask, you won't know. One thing that I'm beginning to just try to say as much as I can is I can't read your mind. So if you're not saying something and you're not telling me, you're not asking me, you're not confirming, or you're not doing whatever, I have no idea. Like, I'm not a mind reader. You're not a mind reader. We do, like, I've realized I think so differently from so many of my friends. Like, the way I think is so weird. And so sometimes people are thinking something. I'm like, where'd you get that from? And so ask questions, and that way you can ensure that the communication is clear between the people involved. So yes, individuals can avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama by not making assumptions and instead using nonviolent communication to clarify what the situation actually is, and that way everyone is on the same page. How nice would that be if we lived in a world where we just asked each other and we just found out, and it's all good. It's all good. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, the third agreement from the Four Agreements, which is a practical guide to personal freedom by Don Miguel Ruiz. So stay tuned for the next video, which is the fourth and last agreement. Well, technically there's a fifth one, but in any case, the first book was the Four Agreements. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!